Did you send me a bio? I can't remember. No, I got this off your website, didn't you?
I did send you a bio.
I've rearranged the order of it. You might know Tom from upmystreet.com. Going way back. Tom's just come from Ofcom, where he was a senior advisor of digital media strategy. Previously, he was at BBC, and he was one of the authors of the Building Public Value.
Thanks. Thank you very much, Nicolas.
It's good. You're a serious guy. I'm just building a serious guy. But recently, and only came to my knowledge, actually, when I'd already asked Tom, he's moved to 4IP, which is the Channel 4's For Innovation for the Public Fund. Is that right?
I resemble that remark. That's very good. Yes.
Okay, so here's do you want roaming or?
I want roaming. Yeah, I want to roam.
Okay, I'm going to get you
Have you got a clicker too? So I'm not an artist. I don't have an exotic accent. I'm from Birmingham. I'm pointing. I'm clicking. There. I won't spend long on this. I work at Channel 4. But imagine for a moment that Channel 4, in its 26 years, forget the 26 years of Channel 4. Imagine Channel 4 never made a television programme. In fact, never done anything on telly at all. Imagine you were inventing fourness today on the internet. What is the essence of 4 as instantiated through the internet? That's what 4IP is. It's a fund of money over the next couple of years to commission fantastic new talent to do fantastic new stuff. But I'm not going to talk about that much now, because I really am a fraud, because I want to talk about real people. I want to talk about this man. This man's called Rick Waghorn. He doesn't live in London. If he knew the ICA existed, he'd want to blow it up. He lives in Norfolk, deepest, darkest Norfolk. When you ring Rick up, if his wife answers, you have to put the phone down again, because his wife doesn't know he still does internet stuff. She thinks it's bad and wrong. You have to call him on his mobile. Rick was a journalist on the Norwich Evening News. He used to cover their football. He got made redundant 2 years ago. And instead of doing the usual thing that journalists do, moaning, he got off his arse and he built a website. Because he knew more about Norwich City than anyone else in Norfolk. And so he built norwichcity.myfootballwriter.com. He's done the same for Ipswich and Colchester. He's got several tens of thousands of users coming and finding. If you want the home of Norwich City on the web, it's his website. We opened the doors to 4IP quite quietly a couple of months ago, and 3 weeks in we got a pitch. November the 10th, I remember the day. We got a pitch from Rick. Can you go? 1,000 words, we don't let you write anymore. And Rick said, I've spent the last 20 years sat in the press box of Norwich City Football Club commentating on the games. The last 2 years I've been writing all this stuff up on my website, and I've realised that I should not be in the press box anymore. I should be back in the crowd, because that's where I belong and that's where the interesting stuff is happening, even on the internet. And his pitch was crowd-sourced football commentary. Banter from the crowd, by the crowd, for the crowd, whether you're in the game or outside of the game. Using SMS, Twitter, Jikig. He doesn't know anything about technology, thank God, but he knows people who do. And 3 weeks later, you go on his website, this Sunday, there in the middle column was Twitter-powered, Jikig-powered conversation, about 20 fans in the ground, all slagging off the ref, slagging off Ipswich Town, having a right old laugh. Even Stephen Fry made a guest appearance, as he always seems to do on the internet these days. Little small thing, cost about 20p, took 3.5 weeks to do. Don't know if it's going to work in the long term, but I do know that Channel 4 is about backing people like Rick to do interesting things that may or may not work. Next slide. Enough about Rick, this is me. This slide here wins me £10 because someone bet me when he took the photo that I would never use it in a public presentation. Next slide. 7 years that took, so I was brave enough for that. Final little plug for 4IP. Left-hand side is what I want, in terms of ideas. Right-hand side is what I don't want. I think they're reading. Okay, I want networks, I don't want broadcast, I want participation, I don't want viewing, I want people, I don't want audiences, I want open, I don't want closed, I want evolving, I don't want pre-packaged, I want less is more, I don't want more is more. I want things that catalyse, I don't want things that require ongoing support. I want conversation, I don't want crouch potato. Next slide. Really the only thing that matters is that URL. If you've got ideas that are about, that you think smell like 4, have the essence of 4 about them, and you want to be given your first break with them, pitch your ideas in. We won't let you write 1,000 words. JavaScript does the business. Thank you very much.